We got an overload going on this channel, guys. I appreciate all the support. I've got the time today to get another one done because we got some more news going on. Ten Hag is going to stay as the Manchester United manager. Look, I like this decision. I give a lot of opinions on this channel. I like this decision. I think this is the right move. I'm going to explain to you why. Now, there's a lot of memes going on saying as other Premier League club fans, we love this. We love to watch the downfall of United. And, rightfully so. It's understandable, but before all these other fans keep talking, right? Let's not go besides the fact that United got a trophy this season. A lot of these clubs that are memeing United didn't get a trophy, didn't have the amount of injuries they had, wasn't playing players out of position at center back and striker. I mean, let's not forget, at the end of the season, this guy right here, Ten Hag, was cooking up McTominay at striker, Casemiro at center back, and Bruno up top with McTominay. What this guy was doing, he had Diallo going into the lineup, hadn't played all season. I mean, players in, out 1 week, just all types of madness, right? And at the end of the season, I thought United showed a lot of passion, a lot of heart. I was actually really impressed with them. United, to me, was the most entertaining team to watch in football in this previous season because you never knew what was going to happen. You never knew if it was going to be 1 week where they were clicking and playing amazing, or you never knew if it was going to be that other week where they were getting cooked by a random Prem team away 5-0. You just never really knew what was going to happen, and that's why, for me, this team was just amazing to watch. Now, obviously, they ended their season in amazing form, and there was all this going on where before this FA Cup final, it was announced that Ten Hag was going to be fired. He was going to be sacked. It was all over for Ten Hag. There was going to be no more Ten Hag regardless of what happened, and what happened? They did the madness. They beat Man City, and to be honest, outside of that defensive last 10, 15 minutes, right? They kind of controlled the match. I thought they played really well that game, to be fair. Like, the goals they scored, the goal that Kobe scored was crazy cold. Bruno with a crazy pass. Bruno's been playing amazing at the end of the season for them. So Ten Hag has been informed after the final decision. Contract talks will also follow. Ten Hag will be the Manchester United manager for next season. The other part about all this, too, is that I understand if you're a United fan and you're upset, or you're just a general football fan and you think that he's not good enough for the job. What I'll tell you is this. I don't actually think there's another manager out there that would be better for this team right now. I think a lot of people don't understand, like, you can't just click this delete manager button and bring in this other manager and it's going to be some fairy tale and it's going to work. It takes a lot of time to build projects. It takes a lot of time to build legacies at clubs for coaches and managers to understand what's needed. And let's be totally transparent. United has not been a club that's been working a lot over the last, I don't even know how many years you want to say. A lot of players come here. They don't really perform that well. I think, to be honest, Ten Hag has gotten more out of the youth players developing there than a lot of previous managers have gotten. United have some crazy youth talent there that he's continuing to develop. I mean, you even look at the superstars now like Garnacho and Kobe. I mean, Kobe's got himself into the England team. I just think I'm really impressed with how Ten Hag has been managing some of the younger players. I think that, to be fair to him, they had a lot of injuries this season. We'll keep talking about that in a second. But overall, I agree with this decision. I think it is the right decision for them. Basically, they're going to renegotiate the contract. Look, I think it's a cruel world where he goes out with the season they had, wins the FA Cup final, not over a random team, Manchester City. A team that, to be honest, should have been really motivated with how their season went. I mean, if you look at Manchester City as a whole for their season, they'll probably tell you it's still a success winning the Premier League. We all know the standards that Manchester City set for themselves as a football club. I don't think they're overall over the moon with how they did. That's just my take. So you would have thought there was a lot of motivation, a lot of effort for them to go get this trophy, and to lose it to United, who they were looking at saying, hey, this probably isn't going to be that tough of a game, right, with the season they were having. Well, I thought United really ended the season well. Now, Ten Hag in the Prem, he's played 76 games. He's won 41, 12 draws, 23 losses. Definitely the goal differential this season wasn't anything to get hyped up about. But I thought the way they ended the season, beat Newcastle, a team that was in the Champions League this year, finishes 7th. Let's be real, too. Newcastle, if we want to give them a goal differential, in the Prem table, they would have finished 4th on goal differential. I mean, they had 85 goals, 62 against. They would have been right behind Liverpool. So United, to get 8th place with a negative goal differential, the way they ended the season, too, beat Brighton 2-0 with the clean sheet and then beat City, I think they deserve it. I mean, we just look at, how they won this game, dude. The lineup they went out there with, bro. Imagine playing a cup final with McTominay and Bruno. I just can't even understand it, me personally. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. And you talk about the other games to end the season, which, of course, I just lost, but let me pull them back up here for you. You know, we talk about the way they went out and won some of these games. I don't know, dude. Like, just looking at this lineup, even. I mean, Casemiro going and playing center back. Martinez just coming back from injury. And there's so much to be, like, hyped about with this team. I mean, I feel like Diallo, you know, Anthony, I think they have to ship off, but I feel like Diallo's a lot to be excited about this upcoming season. Kobe's a lot to be excited about. I think Bruno's been playing some of the best football of his career. Onana was a player that everyone was hating on, and, you know, he survived all that. He's the strongest kid ever. I mean, he was playing crazy with Inter Milan the season before. You know, had a really shaky start. He's played out of his mind this season, in my opinion, from what I saw from Onana. So I'm very happy with Ten Hag. And this was funny for me to see on Twitter. In 1990, Sir Alex, you know, a lot of people think of as the GOAT manager. You know, not a lot, but, you know, well, at least Premier League and, you know, to many, maybe he's the GOAT. His job is on the line. They win the FA Cup. I don't know. Maybe this is a little too much. Maybe this is a little too much. I'll be real, but it's just funny to see this stuff because, you know, it's actually a good. I know it's crazy that we're sitting here recording a YouTube video. We're comparing Fergie to Ten Hag, but it's a good metric to see that, dude. At the end of the day, the fact that he won a FA Cup with this team this season is so impressive. It's so impressive that he got a trophy this season. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen next season. Look, I don't think United can win the Prem, but I think Ten Hag can look at next season, competing for trophies, getting back to finals. And, you know, if they can get themselves in that position to secure a Champions League for the following year, that's going to be huge. I'm also interested to see what Ten Hag uses this offseason, this summer, to go for and sign in terms of players. I saw this, which was like a mock lineup builder. I don't really know the overall budget that United is dealing with. I know that they spent a lot of money. I think it was 2 seasons ago, and obviously they spent a ton on Anthony and some of these players. But it will be interesting to see, does Anthony remain? Does Rashford remain? I mean, Rashford has publicly come out and said that, you know, United is him. It's what he loves. I don't know. You know, Rashford has quite a value. It's probably starting to decline. I don't think England took him for this tournament, but, you know, I think that last game he went out there and really gave it his all, and it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens. I mean, this is kind of projected lineup. I think with the way that Diallo had been playing in some of those games, I'd like to see him in this. Joao from Wolves, a potential target. Frimpong is an interesting one. I think it's going to be hard to get anyone from Leverkusen. Those guys, I think, will probably stay as glue for the next season as Xabi Alonso stays. Varane is obviously on the way out. I think they're looking to sell Casemiro as well. They still need to get another center back, which is obviously the mock lineup here. Højlund, you'd expect, but I still want to see United get another striker. Højlund, you know, I think he's been good and he's still developing and he is very young, but I would like to also see them get another striker. Dalot and Martinez, I like that. I think they close the season really well. Onana, obviously like that. Kobe and Garnacho, just love it. And at the end of the day, I'm really happy for this guy, man. I think him getting this trophy this season is huge. And I hated to see him just get fired and sacked after that, man. That was really rough. I mean, I know the news was before, but this is good news for me. I think that he's definitely due with the performance he got out of this season, at least the first start or the half of this season, at least the first maybe 10, 15 games. Use this summer to bring in some other players, do a bit of business, and let's see how United look in the first 10, 15 games, you know, next season. That's obviously what he's at least deserved, and United fans are owed this, bro. It's people don't understand how hard it is to just rotate and recycle these managers. So, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think of this. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. I love reading the comments, so get them down below and see you later. Oh, my God, I can't speak. I was about to say see you later, mate. See you later, guys. Peace.